Now, more news is coming out about Danae and Derrick Jaxn and their divorce. And Derrick Jaxn running around messing with these Jezebels. It's now being said by Danae that she found sex tapes with him having sex with different women, even some of the women that he knew. She went through these tapes and she talked about him having sex with a woman, hitting a woman from the back or something. As crazy as it sounds, but let's listen to a brother break it down as to how all of this stuff came out, and then we'll come right back.
You got to be one of the coldest in the game. Mr. Derrick, I cheats on my wife to make a stronger Jaxn.
What is the price that any woman can expect to have to pay for trying to love a broken man? We have this habit of glorifying dysfunction and toxicity at the hands of a man while simultaneously using that as a measurement stick of the worth of a woman.
Boy, you one of the most committed coaches out there. You used your own spouse as a guinea pig to make sure your advice works. Not only did you use Christ to get her back so you can cheat on her some more, but you used religion to keep her in bondage, sort of what Nat Turner did before he revolted and rebelled. Ladies, let me tell you what he just did. He used God in the church to get her back so that she would not leave on her terms, so he could buy himself some more time to get his affairs in order. So when she does decide to leave, it will be on his terms. Whoo, he done put that woman through it. Had her out here looking like a no-limit Jehovah Witness soldier to now where she looking like a Harry Potter recruiting scout for Hogwarts, Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff. Used Jesus to keep the mother of his children in bondage to that marital disaster while he was out here beef stroking these charlatans.
DJ's mistress responds to everything that has transpired. Woke up to a lot. Can't answer all the calls. I'm busy. Yes, I see what's going on. Please mind the business that pays you.
Danae admitted to seeing his erotic tape. She has seen his homemade adult film debut, where he was pogo sticking it to a dark-skinned woman.
And this was her response to people talking about how do you deal with all the attention your husband gets from all the women. You're strong, I applaud you. She goes on to describe about how she went on a rampage through the phone gallery and seen videos you cannot see, videos and pictures of women she knew and videos of women she didn't know. She stated in an IG post, because I have the spirit of obsession, this creature had me in forever loop of studying film of these women sexually. My sight will be hyper-focused on the consistency of their body fluid during penetration. And with this spirit of comparison, it added 2 cents telling me, you don't secrete like this.
So she claimed in the IG post when this first happened. He done put that woman through so much, I wouldn't be surprised if she came out the closet as a non-binary, bi-gender, pan-asexual, femme, maverick lesbian.
Got his Aaron Hall New Jack Swing suit on like baby, baby, sweetie doo dee dee. This is part of Derrick's divorce announcement. Earlier this year, after much prayer, counseling, and deep consideration, we decided to go our separate ways and file for divorce. Making the decision to file was one of the hardest decisions in my life. This is also Derrick as well.
What spelled out was I don't accept that apology. It's not enough that your family's well-being and structure is on the line. It's not enough that you took vows. It's not enough that you have this woman's heart and this her reputation and the ability to be humiliated. Apologies like this one right here increase the damage.
Well, as you can see, this man was constantly lying, disrespecting his wife. I keep telling you guys, there's no womanhood. What about all the women that was secretly going behind his wife's back, sending them naked coochie pictures and pictures of their breasts and actually having sex, meeting up and having sex with this man? What about his wife? You knew that this man was a well-known, highly publicized man and was married. There's no accountability for you. Oh, I don't have to be accountable because he's responsible to his wife. But what about what you're accountable to, knowing that you're sleeping with a known married man? You know what you're doing with that Jezebel spirit. Now he's running around with Pinky, and he's showboating her all over the place, constantly just disrespecting his wife, disrespecting his home. So you would disrespect your wife in your home for a woman that you've been with for years, you have children with, you got all the time in the world, and to just thrust yourself out here into the world with these new women, these new women with this new age way of thinking, and thinking that you will have loyalty, thinking that you will have sacrifice and commitment, and these women will hold you down. This is the society that we live in now, where we have casual sex as the rule of the day and normalized dysfunction. Normalized dysfunction. This woman that he's running with now, Pinky, didn't give a damn about his wife. Didn't give a damn. Where his wife now, is, as you can see, she's online losing her damn mind. She's embarrassed. He's not thinking about his children. He's not thinking about nothing but himself. He didn't choose you, Pinky. He chose himself. And when he gets tired of you, because there's a whole host of women waiting in line, waiting to get with him. Well, it never mattered whether he's been outed or not for being a fraud or a sham, because the women never gave a damn about what he was talking about anyway. They was looking at him as the idea of having sex. Because just as jacked up as the black man is in our community, the black woman is even more jacked up. We all messed up. Casual sex has destroyed the black community and just normalized dysfunction. And we hear Danae talking. She don't sound right. She needs a hedge of protection around her. She needs her family. She needs something, because in the era of social media, stuff like this don't go away. It just stays there, persistent. So she's going to be constantly berated and made fun of. We all seen the video when she came online and she talked about reading Bible scriptures about people being hurt and things coming back to you tenfold. And while she was doing that, her husband was secretly filing for divorce, banging these scantily clad hoes. That's what was going on behind closed doors. And the whole time, we see the video of him coming at Kevin Hart when Kevin Hart got caught cheating. But he was doing the same thing. But again, these women didn't give a damn. They knew he was full of shit. These women know when men are full of shit. They didn't care. So I'm telling some of you sisters out there, like I told you, where there's no sisterhood. I've been telling y'all that. Stop thinking that these sisters is your friend or they rolling with you, because they're not. The black community is dysfunctional. In the house of dysfunction is the mom in the front room, the sister in the middle room, the brother in the back room. We're all caught up in this cesspool of dysfunction. We all dealing and dabbing in lack of compassion, lack of caring, lack of understanding what commitment is, what sacrifice is. So those women had no compassion for his wife, nor did they have any compassion for Derrick to say, Derrick, you're not going to be able to do this with me. I'm not going to assist in you destroying your marriage by me spreading my behind for you. No. They went right along with it and didn't have a care in the world. Not one care. That's the black community. That's where we at with it. Casual sex and no accountability. Now we're hearing that, and my next video that the new girlfriend is taunting the ex-wife. It's taunting the ex-wife. And Derrick is allowing this to happen. This is where we're at with it, man. It's just utterly ridiculous and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Man, we got to do better. We got to do better as a people. We got to have more compassion, man. I'm not saying advocating cheating, but if that's something you want to do, you got money, you should have took a trip to another country, went out of state. You should have did something. But then you having sex with women and you're recording it and putting it in your phone. So at any given time your wife can actually see it. What about your daughter? He made so much money pandering to women. But in these YouTube spaces, there's so many black men and women striving every day to do the right thing. Married, trying to be an example for the black community. And we don't get y'all support at all. Not just George Macon. Thousands of black YouTubers that's trying their best to make a difference. But someone like this can come and pander and lie to you and make millions of dollars. Be a fraud, to get outed as a fraud, and still have the best looking women, access to the best looking women in our community. They still Jezebels, but he can have access to them. That's the nature of our community. But I'm gonna cut this video short here. Make sure y'all leave your comments in the comment section. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to the George Macon Experience. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.